色比杂志一点的饲养。对前面有接力了。
Outside of Whitecroft in Washington Harbor. It was completed in 1987 and is the site of the old cement factory. It was also the historical port of Georgetown. Officially founded in 1751, Georgetown was named after the British monarch King George II. It flourished in the years after the Revolutionary War. George Washington hailed the town in 1790 as the premier tobacco exporter in all of Maryland, if not the country. The bridge you see behind you is the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and on the hill above it, you'll see Georgetown University, which is the oldest Roman Catholic university in America. The large building with the steeples is Healy Hall, named for Patrick Healy, a Jesuit priest who became the president of Georgetown University in 1873. Healy was the first African American to head a white university.
Yeah.
If you look over to the left, you'll find the Embassy of Sweden and Iceland. You'll also find Houghton's Boat Center. The Boat Center is a hub for regattas and racing throughout the region. The Boat Center provides rentals of canoes and kayaks and is the home of many high school and college rowing teams. Next to the boat center, there's a stream entering the river. That's Rock Creek. It's also the beginning of the C&O Canal, the Chesapeake and Ohio. The canal follows the Potomac River for 184.5 miles from Washington, D.C. to Cumberland, Maryland. The canal operated from 1828 to 1924 as a transportation route, primarily hauling coal from western Maryland to the port of Georgetown in Washington. You'll also see the broken wooden gate at the entrance of the stream. This is the water gate. This marks the terminus of the C&O Canal, and this is also where the large complex to the left got its name. The Watergate complex is a multi-use facility comprised of retail, residential, and commercial buildings. The Watergate complex was the site of the 1972 Watergate scandal that led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon, the only president to have resigned from office. The strip of land over to the right is Roosevelt Island, named for President Theodore Roosevelt. This is a 91-acre wildlife reserve. When Captain John Smith first saw the island in 1608, there were Native Americans living. The last Native Americans were seen on the island in 1711. Roosevelt Island was included in the original land grant to Lord Baltimore in 1632. Baltimore's rent for the island was $2. American eras and paid each Easter. In 1861, the island became a barrack for Northern troops, including some of the first African American troops in the Army. It was later sold to the Washington Gas Company, who then sold it to the Roosevelt Memorial Association. In 1967, a monument was constructed consisting of a 19-foot statue of Roosevelt, a plaza, fountains, and a granite tablet inscribed with Roosevelt's famous quotes on statehood, citizenship, and conservation. Over to the left, you'll find the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Opened in 1971, the Kennedy Center is both our national cultural facility and a human road. Throughout the center, you'll see gifts from many nations, including the marble, which was a gift from Italy, the chandeliers, which were a gift from Sweden, and the silk curtains, which were a gift from China. official name is the Cathedral of St. Peter and St. Paul. The church is Episcopal, but it has no local congregation and seeks to serve the entire nation and also prayer for all people. It is the sixth largest cathedral in the world and second largest in the United States. The corner foundation stone was laid in 1907 using the same mallet that George Washington used to set the Capitol flag. Construction was interrupted by both world wars and by periods of financial difficulty. The cathedral was completed with the placement of the final stone on September 29, 1990, 82 years to the day after it was begun. This bridge is the Teddy Roosevelt Bridge. It connects Washington, Virginia through Roosevelt Island and carries Route 66 across the river. Over to the left, you'll see two sets of statues.